Vince Lombardi said one time, he says, inches make a champion. You know, when I start looking at things in life, I begin to realize that water at 111 degrees is just hot water. Now, it serves its purpose. But 1 degree, going to 212 degrees, brings water to a boiling point. A boiling water can bring forth steam. Steam produced now can cause a locomotive to pull cars down the railroad track. 1 degree difference can make all the difference in the world in your life. Whether it's on the job, whether it's with your family, or whether it's a spiritual condition that you're trying to change. 1 degree, 1 extra push, a little bit more effort, motivating yourself to do a little bit extra. Reminds me of a story in the Bible in Luke chapter 8. It talks about a woman that had an issue of blood. She said within herself, as she heard that Jesus was coming to town, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole. Now, up until this point, she has spent all that she had on the physicians. The word says that she was not any better. But she says within herself, and it begins to spark her faith, that if she could just touch the hem of his garment, she'll be made whole. She sets herself up in a crowd of people that are passing by as Jesus is coming to town. She's weak within her body. She had the potential of giving up. And if we were to look at her life, we could say, you know what? You could give up. You have the right to give up with all the struggles that you're going through. But inside of herself, she says, you know what? If I could just touch him, I'll be made whole. She had that 1 extra degree inside of her. Oh, she might have been at a place of 111 degrees and it would serve its purpose. But she said, if I can just get 1 more degree, if I could just push a little bit further, I could be made whole. In the midst of this crowd, as Jesus is coming through, the woman reaches out and touches the hem of his garment. Now, if you can get the picture here, there are many people that are following Jesus, and they're looking for their healing also. Many are touching him, pulling on him, trying to get his attention. But when she reached out and touched him, he stopped, and he said, someone touched me. His disciples that were around him says, Jesus, all these people are pushing and shoving and pulling on you. How can you say someone touched you? He says, somebody in this crowd pulled out of me the power for their healing. This woman, inside of herself, with her faith, touched the Lord. Jesus turns and finds her in the crowd, and she comes forward and confesses what she was doing and why she was doing it. And Jesus says to her, woman, your faith has made you whole. Now, all of us have faith inside, but are we willing to push 1 more degree? Are we willing to do what we need to do to make the difference? Whether it's in our family, whether it's with our friends, whether it's in success in our business. Are you willing to do what it takes to succeed? I want to challenge you today that you push a little bit further, that you turn up the heat a little bit more, that you begin to allow yourself to move into 1 more degree, 1 more push, 1 more drive to make yourself successful. Do the things that you wouldn't normally do and be consistent in what you're doing, and it'll bring you to the road of success.